my theory about it, but hey, he's got enough problems with the losses he's had without worrying about what I got to say.
Chesterikov going after the loose puck. He gets it, tries to center it, knocked down by Huffman. The puck loose in that Canadian zone, and finally it slides out across the blue line. Flipped in by the Soviets. Chazon is there for Canada. Long lead pass into the center ice area. Good move by Shanahan. He's upset as the puck slides into the corner. From the reaction of the crowd, I would say this is a very pro-Canadian audience here in Piestany.
Without question. And all you have to do is spend some time with the people like you and I have, and you'll know that they're very pro-Canadian.
Right in. What a good move by Kirsch as he cut right in, and Jimmy Waite was equal to the occasion. Kirsch skated around in that Canadian zone, back to the blue line, and then right in, and tested Jimmy Waite. He has made several good saves. Off the post. Konstantinov had snuck in from his blue line position, and from the slot whistled one off the post.
Kirsch has had two great chances, Don. Kirsch plays with Dynamo Rigo in the Elite League, and he's quite a hockey player. He's had two excellent chances. He's been in all alone on Jimmy Waite.
An icing call against the Soviets as Wesley got back into his own zone. And again, more pushing and shoving behind the plate. And we'll return after we pause for this message.
I told him, son, gas isn't just gas anymore. Today you need a gas that cleans. Why?
The Soviet coach, Vladimir Vasilyev, not to be confused with the outstanding Soviet player of a few years back, Valery Vasilyev.
He coaches the Kimmich team in the Elite League, by the way. And I'm going to tell you something. If he gets a loss today, he can say goodbye to international hockey. I'll tell you that. He'll be happy to stay where he is, and because when you got a guy like Tarasov who's so highly respected, literally all over the world. Never mind the father of hockey in Russia. There isn't anybody that knows the man or has read about him that doesn't respect him, condemning him publicly. He's got some problems if he's relying on this sport for a living. I'll tell you that.
Well, that seemed to be so out of character for the Soviets for the condemnation of the coaching of Vasilyev in the Czechoslovakian press.
Really, and especially publicly, like you say, you know, you and I might pick up the odd word in a private conversation that's expected to be private, but there's been some public condemnation, as you suggest.
Penalties assessed against both sides following that icing call against the Soviets in behind the Canadian net. Wesley, 2 minutes for roughing. Davidoff, 2 minutes for roughing. That comes at 13:55 of this first period with the score tied at 1. The goals just 11 seconds apart. Fleury for Canada at 4:34, and then Chesterikov for the Soviet Union.
Davidoff, Don, is a brilliant offensive player. Brilliant.
Chazon with a shot from the point. Ivanikov made the save. The puck goes loose in the corner. Elnuk moving into the slot. Shot! Glove save by Ivanikov.
Elnuk has been extremely impressive here. Extremely impressive at this tournament. And, I can't say enough about him. He played for the Prince Albert Raiders, and he plays for them right now. He's a first-round pick by the Jets. Take a look at him. He moves in here and drills that puck to a nice low shot and picked up by Ivanikov.
Well, CBC Sports has been pleased to provide coverage of the World Junior Championships, the game on Monday against Czechoslovakia, this game against the Soviet Union. Hopefully, it will be a gold medal performance by the Canadian team. Canada, with 6 medals in World Junior Championship play since first being introduced to the competition in 1977, 2 of each color.
Well, there's obviously no love lost out here. You know, they're trying to take a pay. They're trying to intimidate the Canadians, and you can be sure that's not going to happen.
And conversely, the Canadians aren't going to intimidate the Soviets.
That's exactly right, and we can't be goofy about that, Don. You and I talked about that this afternoon in their preparation. They got to concentrate on the game.
From the face-off, back to the point. Huffman goes into the corner, takes a hit there from Konstantinov. Loose puck in the corner. Canada gets possession again. The Canadians with some aggressive forechecking. Finally, the Soviets bring it out. 14:26 has gone by in the period. Broken up by Chazon. He was looking for McIlwain and Alnuk, who were trying to break in. It was broken up by Konstantinov, who got back. Ahead to McIlwain. It's deflected into the Soviet zone. And it's Malikov who is back for the Soviet team. Over to his defensive partner. The two of them move it around. Konstantinov and Malikov in their own zone, trying to set something up, trying to trap the Canadians with their forechecking. But they are having some problems getting out of their own end of the rink as the teams play 4-on-4 with players in the penalty box. Davidoff and Wesley. Lead pass broken up by Chazon. Back comes Shanahan. This 17-year-old has certainly played well in this tournament, and his stock as a draft choice has certainly risen on the basis of his play here in Czechoslovakia. Smirnov attempted to split the defense. Broken up. Canada comes back. For Lada, too far.
Individual play by that young man. Great individual play. The Russian gave up. He got forechecked and pressured a little bit. Make no mistake about it. That is the great individual. Watch it. That's pursuit of the puck. Absolute strong pursuit. Stays on him, forechecks him, say goodnight right along the ice. Hey, if you do that in hockey,